Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Uncle Frank, and I am not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. October 12th, 2022, Fox Business. Data shows AMC insiders got rich off retail traders. Company insiders sold $883.5 million in stock over the past 2 years. Quote, Adam Aron, the AMC executives and the board ran an enrichment scheme at the expense of individual investors who actually saved the company. February 16, 2025. Over the past 7 years, Adam Aron, his senior management team, and the entire board of directors haven't purchased one single share of AMC common stock, but managed to sell over $1 billion worth on the open market. The sole blue spike you see on your screen for $2.46 million was Antara Capital. Antara made so much money on the trade so quickly they were sued. Investors sue Antara over short swing AMC profits. The lawsuit filed in a Manhattan federal court accuses Antara, its affiliates, and founder Himanshu Gulati of making more than $20 million on sales of APE units and AMC common stock purchased less than 6 months earlier. The only insider buyer of AMC over the past 7 years, a predatory short hedge fund and frequent short seller of AMC, would settle the case in 2024. AMC's settlement with Antara over APE short swing profits approved. Blackstone-backed hedge fund Antara Capital and founder Himanshu Gulati got court approval for a $3.3 million settlement of claims that they made $20 million in short swing profits on AMC. Antara will hand the money directly to AMC, which will then pay a $742,000 contingency fee to counsel for the investors who brought the case. The claims brought by AMC stockholders on the company's behalf invoke securities laws that require the return of profits key insiders make selling stock within 6 months of buying it. Judge Jennifer Reardon signed off on the agreement May 2nd. Many AMC shareholders believe this lawsuit was staged by Antara to protect itself from future litigation. Those same shareholders believe Antara was given a discount on stock in return for voting the way senior management wanted them to. If Antara made $20 million in short-term profits, but paid $3.3 million back to AMC, this was still over a $16 million profit inside of 6 months. The white arrow on your screen points to the week AMC's preferred share, the APE, also known as the Pounce, began trading. The chart doesn't lie. The common stock has plummeted, and every time it began to stage a recovery, Adam Aron would dilute the stock with highly suspicious timing. The white arrow also points to a reverse split many shareholders believe was unnecessary. The company was in no danger of being delisted. But all of this was planned in the AMC boardroom by short sellers of the company, namely Citi, our chief investment banker, for the benefit of connected short sellers on Wall Street who backed themselves into a ridiculously dangerous and possibly illegal short position. I could go on for hours and present mountains of evidence supporting my theories, but if you're not convinced you were sold out by AMC management by now, you never will be. There is plenty of blame to go around. I could blame the predatory short hedge funds. I could blame the regulators. But I personally blame the only people who had a fiduciary responsibility to protect my interests, and that's AMC management. The chart on your screen tells the whole story of AMC. This is not the chart of a company struggling to recover from the pandemic. This chart depicts the story of Wall Street being rescued from a new phenomenon, meme stock investors, also known as apes. This chart, on the other hand, depicts the recovery struggle of AMC's closest competitor, Cinemark, a company that struggled with all the same challenges that AMC was faced with. only they didn't have the support of millions of devoted stockholders going to the theaters, buying the concessions, buying the popcorn buckets, buying the retail popcorn, joining the A-list subscription program, carrying the AMC branded credit card. Cinemark recovered as one would expect AMC to recover. While AMC is larger and carried more debt, there were times that Cinemark actually had more debt than AMC on a per-screen basis. On May 5th, 2023, more than 3 years since COVID-19 was designated as a pandemic, the World Health Organization declared an end to the global public health emergency for COVID. It may be difficult to see on your screen, but I added 2 white arrows that point to the closure of the pandemic, AMC on the left and CNK on the right. Now there's the chart of a company that suffered through the pandemic, a shortage of films from Hollywood, a writers and actors strike, a significant debt burden, and even an unpopular trend of woke movies. Cinemark managed to recover without an ape offering, without a reverse split, and without the support of a shareholder base that could be considered the most formidable one of its kind in history. As you might expect, the blue vertical line marks the official end of the pandemic for Cinemark. The time for arguing with yes voters and Adams supporters is over. The AMC hype channels are all but gone. All that remains are the glaring facts. AMC shareholders have been destroyed. AMC senior management has made billions. Adam Aron's pay plan doubled the very year of the pandemic. Our chief investment banker from Citi, the author of The Ape and the Reverse Split, has left Citi. Wall Street predators escaped destruction and detection. Gary Gensler and his predecessor have resigned. The SEC saved Robinhood, Apex Clearing, Citadel, and maybe even Bank of America from an embarrassing collapse. Now the AMC executives are beginning to move on. 2 new CFOs have been appointed to our board. One from Cars.com with a history of working with Apollo when Redbox imploded, and another from Bally's. It's clear that everyone got away with it, and everyone got handsomely paid. Now is the time to gather the only evidence that can't be argued away, the share count prior to the ape and the reverse split. It is here that we can prove how many times over the apes owned the AMC float. This will be the key piece of evidence that could expose the greatest financial crime of the century. March 20th is the official deadline to submit your AMC share count affidavit. This case is reportedly being shopped with law firms at this very moment. If you haven't already, go to amcprojectpopcorn.com and download the affidavit immediately. You will not have to share any personal sensitive information. I recommend printing out the document, calling your broker or brokers on their toll-free customer service lines, and ask them the simple questions that will help you populate the document. Do not sign the document until you're at your bank in front of a notary. That's the only person who will see your identification in this process. This is your chance to fight back. Go to amcprojectpopcorn.com, print out your affidavit, populate it accurately, sign it in front of a notary, and submit it on the website. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.